Hello and welcome back to Mountain Blade Warband, and we currently have Sultan Hakim launching a siege against Jokala. There's been a little bit of progression off screen that I've done just to streamline things a little bit against the rhodoks. So I'm going to show you the world map after this. It's currently raining apparently, that's not very nice, but we are now also being attacked by the Saranids, which of course is, once again, not very nice. So let's see if I can actually get a couple of headshot kills with my crossbow here. I've actually been getting quite a few kills with the crossbow. Oh yeah, by the way, this is actually something that I wanted to mention. Very interesting, and something that I didn't think would actually work. Or I didn't think was actually possible. This has not happened to me in the past, ever. And I was really excited to actually tell you. So, here's the thing. Remember how we were defeated, right? Yeah, we were defeated. A guy stole my... I think it was my engineering book? Yeah. A guy stole my engineering book, and I was thinking to myself, what? How dare you steal my engineering book? Well, as luck would have it, I've come back. I've gotten a decent amount of troops, and I found the guy. I actually didn't even realize who it was, because obviously they attacked me in a pretty significant number. So there was a numerous amount of vassals there, and I had no idea who had stolen my book. But randomly, this guy appeared out of nowhere. He had about 38 troops or something like that, and I thought, whoa, okay, let's eliminate him then. But just because he's in my way, he's in my way, he's right there, I might as well eliminate him, right? So I took him out, and then all of a sudden, in the loot was a bunch of my stuff. Yeah, a bunch of my stuff. In other words, the book, some of my food, some horses. I think one of my horses, I think. And I was blown away. I was actually blown away by that, because I didn't think that was actually possible. I didn't think that Warband actually remembers the loot that the lords steal from you. I had no idea that that was actually the case. I thought to myself, yeah, they're not gonna keep it, they're just gonna sell it, or it's just gonna go into nothingness, and then I will never be able to get my engineering skill leveled up or anything like that. So I was a bit down in the dumps about it, I was thinking to myself, yeah, that's pretty terrible, because it's then going to take me just that much longer to level up my engineering skill, and I was very much looking forward to getting almost instant siege towers built. So, yeah, upon it being stolen, I was thinking, oh, that's terrible, that's absolutely awful, but no, we managed to get our book back, and I looted it from the very guy that defeated us, apparently, and we now have it, which is amazing. And that's the thing. I kind of wish I had caught that on screen, because now you might not believe me. You might not believe me about it, but that's what happened. Okay, that is what happened, and that just shows that if you do get defeated in a battle or a siege or anything, for that matter, you do have the opportunity to retrieve your stuff, as long as you remember the guy that defeated you beforehand. I don't know whether there is a time limit on this. I don't know whether they sell your stuff after a certain period of time, or maybe, I don't know, maybe if they're defeated by someone else, then maybe the loot gets transferred to that person instead. I don't know. I don't know how that works, because, as I say, this is basically the first time I've even had the opportunity to do something like this, or maybe it's the first time that I have consciously realized that has happened, because I'm sure that it's happened in the past. I have multiple thousands of hours in this game, and you would think that I would come across a situation like that, don't you think? Right? Surely there must have been a situation where I would have come across that kind of circumstance, where I'm defeated and then I get to, attack the guy that eliminated us, and then we can take the gear back that he stole. But I can't remember that. I gotta say, consciously, I cannot remember anything like that happening. So I really thought to myself, wow, that's amazing. That's a super, super cool system. And I was actually wondering whether it's the same in Bannerlord. I don't know. That's the thing. I have no idea. Because, of course, they can steal stuff from you. But in Bannerlord, maybe it's a little bit less impactful. Because, obviously, in Bannerlord, you do have a lot of horses. You know, stealing one horse in Warband is not that significant. But stealing one horse in Bannerlord is basically like a drop in the ocean. Because when you're late game, let's say you're you know, playing late in the game, and you have your own faction, and you know, all that standard stuff, you know, and you have, I don't know, 50 horses, 100 horses in your army, losing 1, 2, 5, 10 of those, it doesn't really matter. You know, you can buy those really, really quickly again, and it's easy enough to replace them. But in Warband, you lose that kind of thing, especially an engineering book like I did. It's a significant blow, you know, it's a significant blow. So I'm really pleased that I was able to get that back. And I gotta say, so surprised, really surprised. So I'm hopeful that I'll be able to now institute my plan, which is what I hopefully will still be able to make work. Because we have just leveled up, amazingly enough. Yeah, so as I said to you before, we've been doing a little bit of off-screen progression. I have swept across the rhodoks a little bit, because I wanted to make it so that we didn't have to go through the utter pain of retaking a bunch of the fiefs that we've already taken in the series so far. And so that's the reason why I'm kind of starting here with a siege defense against none other than the Sultan himself. You couldn't write it, could you? You couldn't write it. I had no idea that this guy was going to come up here, but apparently he thought he had good chances of taking it. Anyway, we were able to achieve victory against him, and there are a bunch of enemies in the area as well. Wait a minute, did he manage to escape, or is he right there? I'm actually not entirely sure, but yeah, as you can see, you see my army. Basically, after my defeat, I actually don't know, did I show any of my off-screen progression of me getting my army back? I don't think I did. I think I've already shown that once in this series, so I wasn't wanting to show that again. But anyway, basically what I did was I recruited 4 mercenary cavalry in Uxkhal. I went around Swadian territory. I was attacked by forest bandits. I had to pay about 11,000. I had to pay 11,000 not to get into a battle with forest bandits, because obviously I was probably going to lose that, right? Probably going to lose that with only 4 mercenary cavalry with me. And then I recruited about 20 to 25 Swadians. I went to the Nords. I recruited a bunch of them. And then I had a decent enough army. And you know what's really funny? I still don't have Mr. Borcha. I don't know where Borcha is. I'm going to have to find him, because I actually rescued Jeremus. Jeremus was actually still a prisoner in a castle, I believe, or something like that. Not entirely sure. But anyway, I didn't actually have to fight any Sea Raiders. I think I mentioned in the previous episode that I was basically just going to spam fighting Sea Raiders, but I didn't actually have to do that, amusingly enough. The only thing I had to do was allow my trainer skill to do all the work. I know, it's really funny, because I have 8 in trainer skill, but amazingly enough, it was actually capable of doing what I needed it to do, which I am very surprised at, to be honest. I never thought that that would actually happen, but it did. So very, very pleased. Anyway, what I'm actually going to do now, I have 26 in intelligence. So what I'm going to do is I will go into my inventory. Actually, I'll go into my camp menu. Oh, what's actually going on here with Mr. Sultan Hakim? Oh, he's just standing there. Oh, let me fight him. Hey there, sir. I actually thought that was a little bit weird. What is he doing? I'm just going to auto-resolve. Oh, yes, the auto-resolve in Warband is always very, very funny. They always get a bunch of your people killed. But it's absolutely fine, because he has a bunch of Nords that we can rescue, and you know, they're going to become some nice dedicated members of our army, and so on. Anyway, let's go over here, select a book to read, and we're going to be reading Essays on Logic. I think that is the intelligence one. Please let me be correct about that, because otherwise I'm going to have to find the book merchant again. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem, isn't it? Or maybe not, because, oh no, that's Alayan. I don't want him, actually. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, I was hopeful that it would actually be the guy that I wanted, but oh well, can't do much about that. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Aha! So it seems like Jokala has been besieged by yet another vassal from the Rhodoks this time. He only has 31. Not sure why he's deciding to do this, to be honest. I'm going to auto-resolve against him once again, even though that is going to get a bunch of my people killed. But, you know, as I say, I don't really want to waste the time going in, fighting him, you know, just to, well, inevitably win. I mean, we know that we're going to win that, so there's no real need for me to do that. Anyway, I think I'm almost done reading the book, and I should then have... what is it now? 27 intelligence? Yeah, I should have 27 intelligence, which is then going to give me 9 in engineering. Let me actually just see. Oh, it's going to take me an age to read this thing. What? Why is it taking me so long? Oh well, whatever the case, I'm just going to attack this fellow. And we're just going to auto-resolve against him too. We're not going to lose that many, which I suppose is okay, but still, yeah. It's always a bit disgusting whenever we have such a significant amount of people get lost, but it's fine, it's fine. Anyway, there you go. We defended Jokala, and this is what's currently going on in the Rhodok territory. I took absolutely everything that I could, with the exception of CULMAR Castle, and we're going to be heading on over there and taking that, because CULMAR Castle is actually one of the harder ones, as far as I can tell. And I kind of wanted to leave that for when you joined me, because I think that's quite fun. Oh, hello. Oh. That is a large army. Ah. That is a large army. Alright, that is not looking good, actually. 141 of us. Okay, we might do okay, because I have a lot of Swadian knights. That is one thing that I have basically just stockpiled, because obviously I wanted to try to get back to the previous point as fast as possible. So increasing my army strength by doubling down on the strongest units that I can to do the job that I need them to do, which is obviously to eliminate vassals on the fields of battle and to take things. In other words, Nord Huskars. Swadian Knights are always very good at that as well. They're not as good as Nord Huskars, of course, but they are very good. And yeah, now we have 34 against 92. I don't even know whether we're going to even... are we even going to be able to do anything here? It's 3-1, basically. It's 3-1, so I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. If it's not, then we might have some issues, but... should I just charge? I think I should just charge. Why not? Let's just charge. Maybe that's going to be enough. Maybe we're going to be able to do something amazing here. Don't really want to run into the fellows with polearms. This is up a hill as well. This is pretty awful. Can I eliminate that skirmisher? Yes, I can. Please don't kill my horse. I would very much appreciate that. Okay, that guy's shield is destroyed. My own forces are doing pretty well, actually, all things considered. Okay, just kill these guys, please. Kill the spearmen. And this is exactly the reason why you probably want to eliminate the Rhodoks second in total, because if you don't eliminate them second, they're going to have a massive amount of these wonderful spearmen, as well as obviously the crossbowmen in their garrisons all over the place, and they're just going to make things very difficult for your cavalry focused army. If you're doing the same thing that I am and you're stockpiling Swadian Knights, for example, then the Rhodoks basically counter you almost directly, because they have the spearmen and they have the crossbowmen. And while crossbowmen are not that... yeah, they're okay. They're fine. They're fine against cavalry. But what I'm mostly talking about is the spearmen. So, for example, you have a Swadian Knight charge and they go straight on into some Rhodok spearmen. Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult. But thankfully they don't have that many of them, so yeah, they're kind of a little bit, bit of a smattering of units here. They have a wide variety of different ones, mostly because of the defections that they've been having as well. Because of course they do have a number of vassals from other factions, like the Saranids and things. So they're obviously contributing a couple of their units too. And that's perfectly fine. I don't really mind that too much. That just makes things... It gets us in a bit of the Saranid spirit, because no doubt we are going to be facing them... Well, we are actually facing them already. They declared war against me. Not that long ago, but yeah, they declared war against me, and now I'm obviously having to deal with them as much as I'm dealing with the rhodoks. And it's actually hilarious that I have to deal with such a large army of the rhodoks. I wouldn't have expected to see such a large one, but there you go. You know, they apparently had them hidden away somewhere. All these units able to gather into such a incredible force. I mean, really, I wouldn't have expected that in a million years, considering they only have one castle available. But I don't know, maybe they just weren't defeated, you know? Maybe they just weren't defeated for a rather lengthy amount of time. That's exactly the reason why I say probably a good idea to eliminate them second. And I kind of feel like I made a bit of a mistake there now, you know, because it probably would have made more sense for me to just buckle down and kill the rhodoks just straight away from the very beginning. Just go Nords rhodoks straight away, and then we wouldn't have this situation. Then it would be a lot easier. But then I think to myself, well, I'm pretty high tier, high level, you know, whatever you want to say. I'm pretty high level right now, so it is making things a lot easier for me. Unfortunately, I don't have very good riding skill, so me getting onto another horse is going to be a bit difficult. I might even die here, which would be really, really bad. Don't really want to die, all things considered. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to consolidate my forces once again. Corsa, can you stop? Thank you. Ah, perfect. All right, this is fantastic. Let's just be a little bit careful about the various polearm users in the area. And we should be absolutely fine, otherwise... There we go. Oh, no. How do we get stopped by 2? I don't even know. But, yeah, well. Whatever the case, let's recharge our unit in, or charge again. And we should be fine. It is just a case of not getting dismounted again. And my forces are doing fantastically. They are actually doing very, very well. And surprisingly enough, I'm kind of a bit weirded out by the fact that the enemy is not throwing more units into the battle. You can see here that we only have about 50 units on the battlefield total, but my battle size is much larger than that, so I assume we're getting to the end of the reinforcements that the enemy wants to actually use on this particular engagement, so that's definitely going to put an end to the fight. Let me see if I can catch up to this guy. Probably unlikely. Oh, never mind. He's getting absolutely massacred by my Swadian Knight, so that's nice. Oh, yeah, they have a bunch of Kurgits. That's the reason. They have a bunch of Kurgits. That's the reason why we are having such a lengthy, extended battle here. Because if you don't have those Kurgit units, everything would have been over a long time ago. Unfortunately, this battlefield, with the exception of this nice, flat area on the... well, shall we say, in the central area here, it's making it very, very difficult for our cavalry to actually get up these hills, and it's making it very limited in terms of their mobility. But it seems like we're okay. Seems like we're fine. This guy is probably going to get away, all things considered. I really have no idea what kind of map this is. This is a terrible, terrible map. But there you go. We were able to achieve victory, surprisingly enough, and there you go, 25 renown, 25 morale. We can go into another battle, or we can just leave. I'm thinking I might just leave, and let's see what happens. They're going to go back in there, aren't they? I would assume they're going to go back in there. Okay, that is kind of irritating, isn't it? Okay, are they? Oh no, they're not. They're not actually going back in there. They're actually running away. Oh, that's interesting. So that means I could potentially take CULMAR Castle. Let me try it out. You know, wait a minute. Do I want to, or do I just want to read my book? Should I just read the book first? I'm very worried about this, actually. Because King Graveth is going to come back with significant units, possibly. Oh, we've still got 6 hours, okay. I don't know, we might be able to do it. Let's just cross our fingers and kind of hope that they don't go in for another fight. Although, to be fair, they already suffered a pretty significant defeat, and I don't think they're really going to be able to do much even now. So maybe we don't need to worry about it too much. The only thing I'm thinking of right now is if we can eliminate CULMAR Castle and indeed capture it, then the only thing we need to do is just wait for the rhodoks to start leaving their faction. And that's pretty much it. As far as I'm aware, that's pretty much all we need to do. Other than that, there really isn't anything to worry about, to be honest, apart from, obviously, the Saronids. But here's the thing. We already defeated Mr. Sultan Hakim himself, and he's really not that much of a threat anymore, although he is probably going to magically come back very, very fast anyway, and then he's probably going to try to teach us a lesson. But hopefully we will not allow him to do that. Let me just be a little bit... Okay. You know, how many times have I gone into a siege, even in my off-screen time? A lot of times I go into a siege and immediately get headshot for a massive amount of damage, just like I did just now, and it's amazing. I don't even know how they do that, to be honest. It's really funny as well, because there was one time, and I'm not sure if you saw this. I don't think you saw this. I think this was in my like off-screen time, maybe a cut or something like that. But I was standing here, right? I was standing like around about here in the siege tower, and I was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna wait here. You know, I'm gonna be in the safety of the siege tower, and I'm just gonna let the siege equipment go to the walls, and then I'll do whatever I need to do, because then I'll be full HP and I'll be healthy and I'll be able to go in and you know, kill as many enemies as I want, and I'll get some good experience. But no, they had different plans. The enemy had different plans. They shot me through this little section of the siege tower from the battlements. So around here, you see one of these battlements right there? They shot me right through there and hit me square in the face. You couldn't make it up, could you? You couldn't make it up. It's actually very surprising that they did that. I have no idea how they were how that's even possible, to be honest. I mean, really, that's really, really unlikely, considering there are so many units in view, but they just want to kill me. That's it. They just want to kill the player character, which is obviously what they're supposed to do, but it's still just one of those just freak accident things that just always tends to happen to me, which is really weird. But anyway, we should be absolutely fine with actually getting in here, hopefully. Let me get my flag over here. Oh no, please don't die, please don't die. Okay, I'm just going to get out my shield because I'm a bit worried. I think we should be fine. Hopefully my forces are going to... Oh no, please don't get shot. Please don't get shot now. Come on now. Can I put my flag over there? Yes, I can. Okay, that's good. Marnid is an absolute beast, by the way. I'm not entirely sure what's gotten into him over the past couple of episodes, but in my off-screen time, he actually managed to get, I think it was, 7 kills in a row? I don't even know what he was able to do there, but he seemed to get behind enemy lines and just absolutely feast upon the enemy archers. I think that's what was happening at the time. Very, very surprising he was able to do that. Although, to be fair, he does have 5 in Power Strike, so maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's helped him. Maybe he's doing better in terms of his weapon proficiencies as well. My forces are having some big, big problems actually penetrating the defenses here. I'm not sure whether I should just tell them to charge, because it feels to me like the hold position strategy is not really working as intended right now, which is kind of strange. I would have expected it to work quite nicely here, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case. Let me just get out my crossbow and do a couple of headshots. There we go. Not too bad. My headshot game is getting a little better with the crossbow, but only from very short, medium range. It's, you know, it's one of those things, you know. It's one of those things, because I have 190 in crossbows, and I should technically be doing a lot better with the crossbow, but I really do not feel that. I don't feel that skilled with it for some reason. Anyway, oh no, wait. We might actually be getting in, possibly. Okay, I'm just going to shoot this guy because he's doing some annoying stuff. Let's get him out of the way. And my own forces are doing pretty well. Are they? Oh, could you just move? Yeah, there we go. They're finally starting to get in. Okay, great. I did tell them to charge now, so maybe that's making things a little different. Maybe they're being a bit more aggressive with their attacks rather than you know, trying to move to the particular position. Obviously, they are going to attack while moving to the position. That has happened before, but maybe this particular bottleneck is causing them some rather significant problems. That might be the issue. But whatever the case, there you go. We have actually gotten into the battlements, and now the only thing, and now this has happened to me before in my off-screen time too, the only thing we got to do, not in this particular siege, bear in mind, obviously, yeah, but the only thing we have to do is not die. Yes, yes, it might be a bit difficult. Oh dear. Can you... Okay, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what are they doing? Are these guys actually serious right now? Okay. Right, okay, I'm getting shot from all the way... No, what? Okay, I did not want to do that. I wanted to actually do this, but for some reason the thing didn't work. Okay. Right. Seems like there's some weird stuff going on here. I don't know what is actually going on, but okay. Please don't die, please don't die. Okay, I'm so far okay, I guess-ish. Oh no, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm probably gonna die. There are crossbowmen right behind me in the archery nest. I kind of want to just get over here and see what's happening with these fellows. Look at them. What are they doing? Charge. Charge, guys. Oh no. This is really bad. Okay, okay. This is one of the most egregious offenses that I have ever seen in regards to the pathfinding in Warband. I don't know what's going on here. I guess what I'm going to try is I will try to hold fire. Maybe that makes a difference. Maybe I should tell them to hold position behind them to get them unstuck. And then tell them to move forward. And there we go. Okay, that seems to have fixed things a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with these stairs. Seems like the stairs have a bit of a problem. I don't know. Okay. That is very strange. I gotta say, I've not seen that in a very long time. Very, very long time. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, at least they've cleared out the archery nest. I think most of my forces seem to be freed up from the proverbial traffic jam that was afflicting them. It seems like there's still two of them that are kind of stuck, but hopefully that's not really going to affect things too much. Although, to be fair, I probably shouldn't even be fighting on the front lines right now because I am just so low in HP. I should probably just stay back here, shoot my crossbow a little bit, and just, you know, hold out until my forces are able to achieve victory. Maybe we're just way too close. It's probably a good idea for me to just be a bit careful for once instead of throwing all caution to the wind, right? We really do not want to have to do this siege again, do we? No. Okay, there we... Oh, okay, wow, okay, I thought I was going to hit that one for sure, but okay, never mind. There we go, there's the nice headshot. And I think I might... New enemies are arriving still? Are you serious? Okay, I guess I'm just going to move forward a little bit here. Just going to... I'm still going to be careful, but I'm just going to try and help out a little bit. Because my forces are having some big problems actually eliminating the enemy here. Are you... wait a minute, wait a minute. My forces are actually losing. My forces are actually losing in this area. This is real bad. Okay, this is real bad. Oh, where's an explosive when you need one? I really do... I miss those from... what was it again? Blood and Steel? Is it Blood and Steel that has those? Because there's like this, there's like an explosive that you can throw at enemies and it just eliminates everything in the area. Very, very fun to see those, but obviously Blood and Steel is very much an over-the-top mod. It's not realistic in many aspects, but it's a lot of fun. That's the thing. It is a lot of fun. Anyway, it seems like that is indeed a victory for us. Surprisingly enough, very difficult. Although, to be fair, we did have a lot of vassals in here. There are a lot of vassals in here, and I suppose that's the main reason. Seems like there's another crossbowman up there as well, but that's okay. Surely should be fine to eliminate that fellow. Yep, there we go. Not too bad. So we ended up eliminating only 271. It feels like a lot more. Gotta say that. Alright, this guy should go away. He's going to go away too. I'm going to take him prisoner, even though I probably should just let him go, because let's face it, he is probably going to be leaving the rhodoks relatively soon anyway, so oh well, doesn't really matter, I suppose. Anyway, I'm just going to be taking some of these. I'll take the Mamluks, I'll take the Swadian Knights, 10 Nord Huskars. Whoa, okay, that is looking real good. And I'm going to be taking some Nord Warriors as well. So many really useful units here, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to take more than my my maximum capacity. As it is in Warband, that is not how it works. You know, Bannerlord is very, very different, where you are able to take as many units as you want, but in this, not so much. Anyway, there you go. People are now going to start leaving the Kingdom of Rhodoks, and they will be joining either us or the Saranids, and that will then be who is our final opponent. As you can see, this is currently the map, and that's pretty much all she wrote. So yeah, we can now just level up some more of our forces. You can see here I have, what is it now, 56 Swadian Knights and 39 Nord Huskars. Pretty crazy. Anyway, I'm just going to be waiting here for some time. I'm going to accept the offer because the Rhodoks are basically done anyway, so there's no real point in reducing my honor rating by any more than it has to be. And yeah, here we go. They're now starting to leave. And hopefully they won't actually succeed in taking anything before all of their vassals have left. Oh, it seems like they're mostly going to the Sultanate. Oh, that's terrible. That is actually really bad. Oh, yeah, they are actually all going to the Sultanate. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's making things very, very difficult for us. Although, I did accept a massive amount of vassals anyway, so maybe it doesn't make that much difference, but I gotta say I have not seen any of those vassals actually helping me right now, so it's very strange. Not sure. Maybe they're just not really caring to help me out that much. Anyway, Marnid did level up, so let's actually see what he's going on about. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's give him another point in Power Strike. He is actually kind of a beast. As I said, he does get a lot of kills. Let's see, we've got 99% on my book, so I'm just going to wait here for a little bit of extra time. Wait, does it read while I'm traveling? I'm actually not sure, because I've only read books while waiting in towns. So I'm not entirely sure about that. No, it seems like I do need to wait in a town for it to do that. Obviously, it's been some time since I've actually done this kind of thing. So anyway, loads of people are leaving, as you can see. And there you go. My intelligence has now increased by 1. Absolutely perfect. And now what we can do is we can level up my surgery skill and my pathfinding and my engineering. We're going to level up engineering especially. Let's go for surgery. Let's go for pathfinding. And trainer skill will be leveled up at some point in the future, but obviously not now. And then we're just going to select the method of mechanical theorems, and then that will also be read. Hopefully it's going to be read a little bit faster, because let's face it, the intelligence book is a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one, you know. It gives you a massive attribute increase, whereas the engineering one, maybe not so heavy potentially. I'm not entirely sure, but we're just going to wait here for some time. I'm just going to see if we can actually get the engineering book read so that we can finally get that 10 in engineering. And that's going to be so incredibly fun for us, or at least it should be fun, because that's going to make things so much easier for us. I have 10 in surgery now as well. So if we go to here, you can see I have 10 plus 4 in surgery. Basically, no one should die now, or very few people should die. Cross fingers. Hopefully that's going to happen. And otherwise, my pathfinding is also almost at 10 too. And engineering is, of course, going to be there soon too. All right, let's have a look. No, 17%. It's going to take a while for that to happen. So I'm probably just going to start launching attacks against the Saranids, and we're going to save that for the next episode, I suppose. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.